The station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Tonight at 9, a deadly hit and run still under investigation tonight in Prince George's County.
That could have been their mother, their auntie, their uncle, their brother. Be a human being. Step up. Don't be a coward. Turn yourself in.
Tonight we're hearing from neighbors who witnessed the aftermath.
Plus, Arlington National Cemetery holds a virtual meeting as some fight to save the Confederate memorial at Arlington. What we're learning from tonight's discussion.
And the first day of class off to a rough start at one Frederick school. What we're learning about tense moments at a high school there. Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining us for DC News Now at 9 o'clock. I'm Chris Flanagan.
And I'm Annalisa Gale, filling in for Tasmin Mahfouz. New tonight as the search continues for the driver connected to a hit and run crash in Prince George's County. Neighbors are now speaking out.
That's right. It happened early this morning in Chevrolet when the suspect in a stolen Kia hit another car, killing 2 people.
Our Yamari Susse covers Prince George's County. She spoke to neighbors about what they saw when they woke up this morning.
I mean, it's definitely a surreal scene out of all the accidents that I've seen.
Leftover car parts near Landover Road, reminding neighbors of Wednesday's devastating hit and run that killed 2 people. Sarah Brown heard the crash and immediately called 911.
Instantly, I could see that the cars were on fire. Well, the flames really happened fairly quickly, and they really got quite big, quite large.
Prince George's County Police say around 2:30 a.m., a stolen Kia crashed into a Toyota at the intersection of Landover Road and 63rd Place, killing a man and a woman inside the car. The driver of the Kia ran away from the scene before police could arrive.
Just the shock at the overwhelming tragedy that was how that person's poor choices ended to impact these 2 families so gravely. Be a human being. Step up. Don't be a coward. Turn yourself in.
So far this year, police say 827 Kias have been stolen in Prince George's County. Brown tells me speeding is also a problem in the area. She's witnessed several other accidents.
You know, there's kids here, seniors, pets. School's right around the corner, so treat it as the 35-mile-per-hour road that it is.
She hopes these families get justice.
My ultimate condolences and sympathies are with them. I know, it's just one step in a grieving process for them, and I hope that it is, they get the closure that they need in this situation.
Reporting in Chevrolet, Maryland, I'm Yamari Susse. DC News Now.
Yeah, Marie, thank you. Also in Prince George's County, friends and colleagues are speaking out nearly a month after the disappearance of a teacher. French immersion teacher Madame Silla was last seen July 29th while going for a walk in her Greenbelt neighborhood. Investigators have been searching for clues as to where she could be, but no lead so far. Silla's friends and co-workers say her disappearance has left a huge hole in that community.
She's one of the pillar teacher here, so it will affect the whole community, the teachers.
It's causing a lot of stress amongst our staff, but we're holding together.
Now, coming up later tonight, we'll hear more on that. Well, turning outside, we are now experiencing what could be some more rain soon.
Yeah, let's check in now with Chief Meteorologist Janessa Webb. That rain's coming tomorrow morning, but right now it's pretty nice to sleep with the windows wide open.
Yeah, I just stepped outside. Nice, refreshing air across the DMV. Most of us sitting under partly cloudy conditions. The farther you go into Charles County, into Culver County as well, a lot of clearing that's unfolding. Our city looks lovely tonight, and it's going to remain that way. What we are really watching, warm front and then a cold front as we go into Friday. But all the severe weather right now, we just had tornado warnings and massive large hail that is coming down across greater Cleveland area. What's interesting about this storm system, the farther it goes south, it's kind of dissipating in nature. And so this is not a high impact weather event at all for our region. And really it's confined to west of I-81. So Winchester, Kaiser, Cumberland area tomorrow morning, you're going to be dealing with kind of the brunt of this storm system, and then the farther east you go, you're going to remain on the dry side. So this is just outside of Grant and Garrett County currently. Some light showers, but predominantly most everyone is sitting fairly comfortable weather with nice refreshing air. Man, these temperatures, they are quite cool. We see numbers like this in middle of May into the start of June. 75 for DC metro area into Winchester, currently at 72 degrees. So overnight, not a big issue here, mostly cloudy, but we do have those storms we're going to track in for your Thursday afternoon. They will be on the isolated side, and then Friday is actually a more high impact event, and so we'll time things out coming up.
Thanks. All new tonight, more students across the DMV return to campus today for the new school year. And in Frederick County, scary situation played out at Governor Thomas Johnson High School. Police say a teen pulled out a knife after a large disturbance in the hallway. And as our Michaela Newton reports, school resource officers recognized the commotion and de-escalated the situation.
The first day at Governor Thomas Johnson High School getting off to a rocky start. Officials with the Frederick County Sheriff's Office says a 16-year-old student pulled out a knife inside a school office following an altercation, and that forced student resource officers to take action.
The school was in a class change. Our SROs were in the hallway. We had 2 SROs at the school. They observed what they thought to believe a disturbance beginning to occur, so they immediately intervened. Had a few students that were looking to engage in an altercation. They were able to prevent that from occurring. One of the SROs then showed his taser, resulting in the student dropping the knife and later being put into custody. Many incidents like this has happened before at the school, but the sheriff's office says they take that into account when placing SROs into schools. One of the things that our SRO program is constantly doing is trying to engage students and work directly with the staff to form relationships. The more positive relationships that we can acquire with students, the better these types of situations can be resolved. The student is now in custody facing multiple charges as an adult, including first-degree assault. Our first priority in a situation like this is really to separate them and make sure everybody's safe. We do that in conjunction with FCPS. So our SRO program has a really strong relationship with our school system, with the administrators within the school. So this is really a tandem effort to ensure that the schools are safe. Reporting in Frederick County, Maryland, Michaela Newton, DC News Now.
Meanwhile, neighbors and advocates have been rallying today in favor of a new homeless shelter set to open in the district's Foggy Bottom region. That plan is to convert a former GW University dorm into DC's first homeless shelter, allowing adult couples and mixed-gendered families to live together. Though right now, a court battle is still underway. According to GW student newspaper, a group in the West End is taking legal action to try to block that project. Jesse Rabinowitz works at Miriam's Kitchen, a homeless services organization in Ward 2. According to him, Ward 2 has the highest concentration of homelessness in the district, with more than 800 people sleeping outside at night.
The Aston, the new non-congregate shelter, will give people the opportunity to get off the streets, out of crowded shelter, rest, and work towards the stability of housing from a safe and private and dignified environment. The community supports this, DC supports this. DC residents are excited to welcome the Aston to their neighborhood, and people have shown up publicly and powerfully, unlike the law firms and the neighbors who are working to oppose this.
We reached out to the group filing the lawsuit for comment. So far, we have not received a response.
Well, tonight, another step towards a removal of a 33-foot tall statue glorifying the Confederacy in one of America's most sacred burial grounds. Max Marcilla joining us live in studio tonight. The latest on the process. And Max, tonight, Arlington National Cemetery heard from the public.
That's right. It was the latest step toward removal, which the cemetery says is required based on actions from Congress. It's a statue that even the cemetery itself says shows a nostalgic, mythologized version of the Confederacy, including highly sanitized depictions of slavery. This statue's days are numbered. It stood for 109 years, but could soon be gone.
This is an important project requiring a very thoughtful approach.
Tonight, the Arlington National Cemetery held a virtual public scoping meeting to give an update and discuss a few questions.
Comments that provide the possible alternatives for the disassembly, storage, and interpretation of the bronze statue are particularly useful for this process.
More than 100 people signed up to speak, many from outside the DMV and supportive of the Confederacy's cause.
The history of the memorial, where it stands, what it represents cannot be adequately replicated at any other location because no other location carries the same significance as Arlington National Cemetery.
They spoke out against the plan to remove the statue, but the cemetery says it must do so. Congress established the Naming Commission, which said the Department of Defense must remove all names, symbols, displays, monuments, and paraphernalia that honor or commemorate the Confederate States of America within 3 years. We spoke with Ty Sigilly last year. He led the commission.
So we have Republicans, Democrats, former military, defense intellectuals. We're a very diverse group in every way you would think that Americans are diverse. And yet we came together to do this mission.
Second. All right, Max, there's a legal component to this issue taking place right now in D.C. federal court.
That's right. Well, according to the Washington Post, Confederate groups have sued the federal government over this plan, saying it's illegal because the monument serves as a grave marker for Confederates buried at the site. But last month, the defense filed a motion to dismiss that case because the law says the monument has to be removed.